Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report, and I've got an interesting story to tell you that I learned at the last sports show that I went to down in Suffern near New York City. And the booth next to us was manned by a woman. Her name was Mary Ann, and the booth was about the Trail Bound Project. Now, this is fascinating. I'm normally talking about fishing and the tremendous impact fishing can not only have to the area, but to the people that go fishing in their very personal, emotional life. Well, this Trail Bound Project that Mary Ann enrolled in was I believe it was in New Jersey, and it's put together by two very experienced trail hikers. And what it's about is to teach you about backpacking and climbing trails. And Mary Ann told me, and honestly, I think this project would be so wonderful if we could do it here because we've got so many trails. But she told me that she didn't have the confidence. She didn't dare to go up a high mountain trail because she was afraid, number one, she'd get lost. Number two, she wouldn't be able to do it. She wasn't conditioned enough. All the insecurities that people would have. And if they don't have these insecurities and they think they can just do it, well, maybe that's even worse. But she said it taught her so much, and it's given her so much confidence in life that she never had before. She said after doing the project, then she was determined to set out alone. And she said that day she was scared. She didn't know if these things would keep her and help her to be able to do this. She was afraid she'd get lost. But they taught her different things you should do, what you should or shouldn't do as you go off the trail. How do you walk up a mountain? She says it actually taught us how to walk at the right pace, in the right manner. I mean, all kinds of things that I wouldn't think about. And I got to tell you, I've watched a lot of these shows on TV, these reality shows about game wardens and so forth. And I read reports from New York State's forest marshals that go out there. And one of the biggest things that they're confronted with all the time is people getting injured or lost, and eventually some of them die trying to do the trails in our state. And it's because they haven't been informed on how really to do this. You have to be in shape. You have to be careful how you walk so you don't fall and break, and then nobody can come and get you. You have to learn how not to get lost. All these things that are critical. But she was able to complete the course, and she said now she'd climbed 3 mountains. And she says, honestly, it's changed her life. She does this with her little lab. She says it's a very small Labrador that's afraid of the water. Now, have you ever heard that? That's about the craziest thing I've ever heard. But that poor dog is afraid of the water but loves to climb mountains. So that's her companion. And she says it's made her life so much different. And now she wants to come up here. She wants to climb or walk some of our trails like the Stone Valley Trail, which is one of the greatest trails in the world, I believe. And she wants to learn more about fishing. And as she does this, and she's not young and she's not old, but what I'm saying is this is making a difference in her life. And it can for so many others. I talk about our fishing in this area, but we got wonderful trails, and we need more people to be able to get the rewards and the joys that Mary Ann learned to get by hiking now that we can do here. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.